Last week, Wizards of the Coast announced that they're considering a rules change for the Commander format centering on split mana symbols. These mana symbols allow you to use one color or the other to pay for the mana costs instead of having to come up with both colors. This allowed you to play these cards into either color deck, or in some cases, you could pay colorless instead of the colored mana and fit them into any deck. The rules change would allow you to pick which color identity they match in the deck building process. So for example, if you've got a red deck, you could fit certain cards with a red-blue mana symbol into your deck, giving you access to a few more tools. The issue with this is that it doesn't really improve much. It gives a couple of extra tools to single color decks that it also provides for multicolor decks. A common example gets pointed out is that Reaper King, a 5-color creature, suddenly can fit into a colorless deck. Another issue of concern here is that this announcement was made shortly before, just a few months before, Lorwyn Eclipsed comes out. Lorwyn is where we originally saw these split mana symbols, and we're certain to see them again in Lorwyn Eclipsed. What this tells us is that Wizards of the Coast seems to be prioritizing selling product over the health of the format. And we've actually seen this before, specifically with Edge of Eternities, which was a fantastic set, but I continue to take issue with the Commander rules changes giving you access to legendary vehicles and spacecraft as commanders. You already had access to vehicles in your command zone through the popular pilot format, but this change was seen as a hint that they would be trying to sell more Edge of Eternities by having legendary vehicles, legendary spacecraft come into your command zone, and B, that it would likely be used to push Star Trek later on. And this was before Star Trek was even announced. So, big issue here isn't what it actually changes the format, but rather what it signals, which is that Wizards of the Coast is perfectly happy to put profits over health of the format.